Today we're going to use the Graco Project Painter Plus to paint a fence. I tried a couple of air tank sprayers where you run the air hose and all that, and I just about given up. I painted myself more than I painted anything else. They were just gigantic messes, hard to clean up and prone to failure. I bought this hoping for the best, hoping that I could find something that would allow me to do projects. So today we're going to paint this. Now, if you were doing this with a roller, you would probably spend an entire day doing it. With our handy little Project Painter Plus, I think we could probably finish this in about half an hour or 45 minutes. So let's give it a run. If you prime her and she doesn't want to prime, use this little lever on the side. And what it does is it allows it to flow straight back through here, which will prime you in a hurry. Okay, let's move over to the fence. Okay, you'll notice we already taped off. Okay, you'll notice we've already taped off the side by the wall. There's not a whole lot of overspray with this, but it is a spray gun, and you're going to get some here and some there. Let's grab this so we don't make a mess of the neighbor's grass. Okay, moving from one bucket to the next is pretty easy. Now, it lost its prime while it was running, so we're going to open our new bucket up. And scoot this to our new bucket. Turn it on and then use this lever to reprime it. And that's all there is to it. People say this thing's hard to prime. I can't figure out why. So we had it wide open for priming. Now we're going to set it down about 2/3 of the way and go back to painting. Okay, cleanup's pretty easy with one of these guys. This one's already been through 2 or 3 laps with buckets because I had to stop for lunch. But all you do is take the end out of your paint bucket and put it in a bucket of clean water. And then keep running it. You're going to have to change your water in your bucket 3 or 4 times. But remember to put your head underwater and do the same thing. It'll also clean the paint off the outside of the head, and that's pretty handy. Once you see clean water flowing through here, which we do, then we know we're done. As I said, this one's been through it a couple of times, so the water doesn't look half bad. Your first 2 or 3 buckets are going to look pretty white. Heads out with the water. I use pump armor from Graco, the same maker as this, on the pipes, and last time it sat for over a year, and I turned it on and it worked like a charm. So, gotta love this stuff. Okay, all we're doing is taking the end off. We'll pour the water out from the end. I put about 1/4 of the bottle in, and you can see it turning blue in the line here. Now you can see both lines have the blue color in it from the pump armor. Now some people will tell you to drain all the water out first and make sure you get every drop, but I really haven't seen that problem. As I said, this thing sat for 1.5 years and worked like a charm. Okay, thank you. Okay, in a matter of about 45 minutes, we've taken a fence that needed painted and used the Graco Magnum Project Painter Plus to paint the whole thing. It came out pretty nice, and I've got to say that the unit is the best thing I've found so far to paint anything. As you can see, it did a pretty good job. Cleanup was pretty easy. I just hooked a hose to it and then hosed off the outside. The noise that it makes is minimal. It's considerably quieter than your weed eater will ever be, even at idle. And we probably spent, on actual putting paint on the wall, maybe 15 minutes tops to do the entire fence. Now there was the 5 minutes of setup and there was the 10 minutes of cleanup, but considering how long it would have taken to do a fence this size any other way, this is definitely worth the money. And as I said before, I've tried a couple others and just hated them. Just absolutely hated them. I tried every kind of air sprayer you could imagine and had a good compressor, but got paint everywhere and it was just too messy to work with. If you noted, I didn't get any paint on me at all until I was doing the cleanup where I got paint on my hands. So that's a win. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you want to see more like it, leave it in the comments and I'll see what tools we can play with next. Thank you.